A very, very good afternoon to everyone joining us today. Excellencies, distinguished guests, partners, friends and advocates for gender equality. On behalf of the UN Women Regional Office for Asia and the Pacific, it is my absolute pleasure to officially welcome you all here to the UN Women 2024 Asia Pacific WEPs Awards Regional Ceremony. My name is Pachari Raksawong, and I'm very honored to be here for the fourth time as your host for today's prestigious award ceremony. I'm joining you all live from a studio here in Bangkok. Now, the WEPs Awards is the only regional awards initiative that recognizes private sector action for gender equality aligned to the Women's Empowerment Principles, or the WEPs. The WEPs Awards kicked off in an exciting launch event in April this year, and after celebrating national ceremonies in 6 countries and receiving a remarkable 600 applications from 21 Asia-Pacific countries, today is the final culminating event to reveal the region's top business champions for gender equality. Now, we will be recognizing exemplary action being taken by businesses of all sizes and sectors across 6 categories altogether aligned to the Women's Empowerment Principles, as well as recognizing outstanding small businesses with our SME Champions Award. There may be a few surprises along the way, so please stay tuned. Now, the WEPs Awards is UN Women's flagship initiative celebrating implementation of the WEPs, initiated in 2020 under the We Empower Asia program, which was funded by and is in partnership with the European Union. The awards have continued thanks to the generous support of the Australian Government Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. And starting this year, the awards now find a home in the new WEPs initiative supported by the Australian Government, the UN Women Gender Action Lab, Innovation and Impact for Gender Equality in the Asia Pacific. You're going to hear more about the Gender Action Lab shortly, so let's get things started. To make this event as inclusive and accessible as possible, we have an ISL interpreter with us throughout the plenary session. The Zoom's real-time live captions and translation feature is also enabled for this session as well. This means you can view live captions of what's being said in your preferred language. And to use this feature, click on the Show Captions, or that is the CC button in your Zoom toolbar. Now, once captions are displayed, you can choose a language by changing My Caption Language into your preferred language. Now, some of the available languages include Chinese, Thai, Tagalog, Indonesian, Japanese, Malay, and Vietnamese. And if you do have any trouble enabling this feature, feel free to reach out to our technical support team via the chat. And please note that the translation only works during the plenary session, but not in the breakout rooms. You will be able to see English captions in breakout rooms if you wish to. We hope all of this enhances your experience during today's event. So let's get started. As you enjoy the ceremony today, we'd like to remind you of a few housekeeping and etiquette guidelines to keep in mind. As mentioned, to enable closed captioning, please click on the button at the bottom of your screen. Please note that this WEPs Awards is being recorded in the second half of the meeting. You'll be able to turn on your camera and microphones in the breakout rooms. Finally, we would like to remind you to please be respectful to all speakers and participants. We are very dedicated to providing an inclusive, harassment-free, and enjoyable experience for everyone joining. And there's just one final thing we'd like to do before we get started, and that is to hear from all of you, please. I'm going to ask all of you to take out your phones, scan the QR code, or just type in menti.com in your browser and enter this code, please. You're going to see 3 questions pop up. Let us know where you're joining us from. Tell us what type of organization you work in, and also which category you're most excited about this afternoon. So once again, please, if you can scan that QR code, we've got 3 questions for you. If you can quickly send in your responses, we will be so grateful. So let's just quickly have a look. And plenty joining us from here in Southeast Asia. Thank you so much for scanning that QR code and for your input. So what region are you normally based in for work? 34 responses, 35, Southeast Asia here. We've got people joining from South Asia and the Pacific as well. Once again, thank you for scanning that QR code. Keep your responses coming in. You've got 3 questions there. And also let us know what sort of organization you're working with. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Appreciate your input. Now, we do have an exciting 2 hours ahead of us. And we do have a mix of keynote speeches, breakout discussions, and also the very highlight of the day will be the announcement of our 2024 regional awardees. All right, so just quickly going back to Mentimeter there. Some more responses coming in. Thank you very much for that. And what sector do you primarily work in? Micro enterprise or SMEs, UN agency, multinational company. Responses coming in here. Your feedback, all right? Like I said, we have an exciting 2 hours ahead of us. We've got a mix of keynote speeches, we've got breakout sessions, and of course, the highlight of our day will be the announcement of our 2024 regional awardees. So to get us started with an official welcome to the ceremony, I'm so pleased to share a special message from Christine Arab, the Regional Director of the UN Women Regional Office for Asia and the Pacific. Let's go over to you, Christine Arab.
Good afternoon, everyone. I regret not being able to join you live today, but I am honored to welcome you to today's regional ceremony. This year marks our 4th WEPs Awards cycle, and today is the culmination of a 9-month process involving UN Women colleagues across our region and the time and dedication of hundreds of private sector organizations who completed the applications, as well as the great brains and analysis of the judges. Following national ceremonies in 6 countries and the recognition of over 80 outstanding awardees, we now come together for the highlight of this journey, the 2024 regional ceremony. Platforms like the WEPs Awards, which identify and showcase best practices for gender equality, are needed now more than ever. Globally, we are simply not making enough progress to achieve the SDGs and move the needle on gender equality, and especially not in the area of women's economic empowerment. The Asia and the Pacific region accounts for 60% of the global population and hosts some of the world's most powerful and fastest growing economies. However, this growth is uneven, with widening income and wealth inequalities, escalating impacts of climate change, and the persistent digital gender divide that disproportionately impacts women and girls. Women's labor force participation rates vary widely across the region, and some subregions of the Asia-Pacific region have some of the lowest labor force participation rates for women in the world. Of women who do participate in the paid workforce, 64% work in the informal sector, which is characterized by low or irregular incomes, long working hours, and limited social and labor protections. Most detrimental to women's full and equal participation in the paid economy is the disproportionate responsibility for unpaid care and domestic work, which comprises all of the direct care for the children, the elderly, and people living with disabilities, as well as the indirect work in the household. Women in our region perform 4 times as much unpaid care per day than men, which is a persistent barrier for women to enter, stay in, and advance in the workforce. Now is the time for action and innovation to create lasting impact for women and girls in the region by pushing the boundaries of business as usual. It's time to build more inclusive societies and economies where everyone is valued equally. We cannot and will not reach the pace and scale needed to achieve the SDGs unless we engage, collaborate, and utilize the innovation and influence of the private sector. The private sector in our region is incredibly dynamic and also has tremendous diversity, from women's micro-enterprises to budding SMEs, from national and state-owned enterprises to local branches of large multinational corporations. These organizations play a pivotal role in driving innovation and delivering solutions that benefit women across diverse contexts and in their diverse identities. UN Women's work with the private sector is guided by the Women's Empowerment Principles, the only global framework for businesses to promote gender equality across the value chain, from the workplace to the marketplace and into the communities where they operate. Since starting our work to promote uptake of the WEPs in 2019 through the We Empower Asia program, more than 2,000 companies in the region have committed as WEP signatories, bringing our total number to more than 2,700 companies and accounting for nearly 1/3 of the 10,000 plus signatories globally. To translate these rapidly growing commitments into tangible actions and results, UN Women, in partnership with the Government of Australia, has launched the Gender Action Lab, or GAL, Innovation and Impact for Gender Equality in Asia and the Pacific, powered by the WEPs. As a multi-stakeholder platform, GAL aims to leverage the innovation capabilities of businesses to advance gender equality within and through the private sector. We are grateful to the support of the European Union to initiate the WEPs Awards through We Empower Asia. We are thrilled that under the Gender Action Lab, not only the awards, but also the WEPs Forum will become flagship WEPs initiatives offering annual opportunities to convene our community of committed champions to accelerate actions of the whole sector. This year we received 600 applications, the highest number ever, which is a testament to the increasing momentum in our region. This afternoon, we will recognize the exemplary actions of more than 20 private sector organizations. Let me congratulate all awardees for your deep commitment, your bold action, and the multi-stakeholder partnerships that drive this change. I look forward to learning from your initiatives and advancing our collective efforts to unlock the full potential of every woman and girl for a more inclusive future. Thank you.
Thank you so very much to you, Kun Christine. And now we'd like to hear from a very special guest, Sally Ann Henfrey, the Assistant Secretary of the Gender Equality Branch of the Government of Australia, Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, or DFAT. The WEPs Awards is possible because of the continued support of the Australian government, and we're honoured to have you here with us today. Sally Ann, over to you.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to join you as we gather virtually for this 2024 Regional Women's Empowerment Principles Award ceremony. I'm delighted to be with you to congratulate the WEP awardees and to hear more about the inspiring work that has been done to advance women's equality in the workplace. I know there have been a number of country-level ceremonies already, and I'm pleased that some of my colleagues have been able to join those. Australia is thrilled to see the Asia-Pacific WEPs community moving from strength to strength in addressing women's empowerment and equality in the workplace. It's great to see this momentum. We've come a long way, but the issues are far from being solved. We know that women's economic participation, leadership, and equality in the workplace are fundamental to increase business productivity, economic growth, social cohesion, and to realising the human rights of women and girls. As the Asia-Pacific community, we must strengthen our determination to preserve and expand on the progress we've made and not stand for any regression in women's human rights. Because gender equality means a just, safer, more stable and prosperous world for everyone. Gender equality and women's economic empowerment is a powerful catalyst for reducing poverty, driving sustainable development, and effective climate action. Our organisations and businesses have enormous potential to contribute to this goal. Many businesses in the Asia Pacific are taking action, using the WEPs as a guide to become more gender responsive in their workplace, marketplace, and community. The WEPs and the awards that we're celebrating today provide a great platform for drawing attention to the practical outcomes and successes of these businesses and to inspire further efforts among our peers. The Australian Government is a committed partner globally to advance gender equality and women's empowerment. Through our long-standing partnership with UN Women, we continue to champion this work. Launched early this year, Australia is proud to support the Gender Action Lab initiative. Underpinned by the women's empowerment principles, the lab is a logical extension and amplification of our collective work to advance the commitment to and implementation of the WEPs in the region. GAL is designed as a multi-stakeholder platform and a testing place for forging new partnerships, setting intentional strategies, leveraging innovation, and taking concrete action. We hope that a variety of private sector innovation labs run under GAL will act as a launchpad for action by businesses and other partners. And we will see the results of this reflected in future WEPs Awards and also future WEPs forums. As we will see today at today's awards, the WEPs have helped guide many businesses to improve their performance on gender equality and reap the many benefits of doing so. Since the first Asia Pacific WEPs Awards in 2020, we've now seen over 2,700 companies in the region sign up and commit to the WEPs. After a break in 2023 to host the first WEPs Forum, this year the awards returned bigger and better than ever, with 600 applications from 21 countries in our region. This is an outstanding achievement. This year, we will also see even more companies taking action to support employees with care responsibilities, to include people with disabilities in their workplaces and marketplaces, to develop truly comprehensive approaches to tackling bias and to ensuring diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace. I look forward to the announcement coming up next of the winners in each category and to hearing about your inspiring work. Achievement of the SDGs is not on track, and the gender gap remains stubbornly large. We must work together to drive systematic, positive, inclusive change needed. It's challenging, but vitally important, and it's more urgent than ever. So thank you to everyone involved in these efforts. The impact of your work on gender equality is real, it's visible and noticed in your workplaces and supply chains, where new jobs and new opportunities are being created. Congratulations to all our nominees and a special congratulations to the winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Sally Ann, for those powerful and inspiring words and for emphasizing the importance of promoting gender equality for women and girls in all their diversity. And to give us a bit more insight into the awards and the new Gender Action Lab, or GAL, I would like to now turn to Katia Frevald, Regional Lead for Women's Economic Empowerment and Migration at the UN Women Regional Office for Asia and the Pacific.
Great. Thank you so much, Kun Bashari. And I was really thrilled when you said you have been with us 4 years ago. And that's true. It's the fourth Asia Pacific Awards. And I'm truly delighted that we have gone so far. Who has thought this 4 years ago, or more than 4 years ago, actually, when we started the WEPs Awards. Now it has become really an action platform for private sector in the region. But before I should share a bit more about the history of the awards, and also very much so, as Sally highlighted already, our new platform, the Gender Action Lab, I just wanted to acknowledge that today is a special day, not only because it's the awards, but it's also the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. And at UN Women, the principle of leave no one behind is very, very core to our mandate. And I'm really thrilled also to say that a lot of the work that we're going to be doing in the future with the women's empowerment principles and our new program, the Gender Action Lab, will embrace more of that work moving forward. So as I said, we have been coming a far, far way, but still I'm going to start from the basics. And I hope by now everyone who is in this room is very familiar with what the women's empowerment principles are. But if not, and some of you might be here out of interest and want to join our community, the Women's Empowerment Principles is a guiding framework for private sector companies and really ranges across the value chain, or spans across the value chain, from leadership, workplace, marketplace, into community and transparency and accountability. And so we have used these principles as the guidance tool for us and for you to drive actions in the region. And awards are basically really a mirror of the pillars of the women's empowerment principles. So you see the different categories, and I'm not going to repeat them because you're going to be hearing them throughout the award ceremony. But I just wanted to put a bit of a highlight on a very special category. The ones that are very familiar with the awards know that we have every time a special category. And this year, the category is innovative financing. And we've had really interesting applications here. And I'm looking forward, especially to hear from the winners in that category. But I also wanted to highlight that we are not only celebrating in each category 3 winners, but we will be also looking at a very special award for our SME champions, which has become a tradition and really recognizes their tremendous contributions to the economy, but also to gender equality in the region. I also, before we really kind of getting into the nitty-gritty details on the awards and the celebrations, I just want to also say the companies that we award today, we are not awarding the companies themselves, but really want to emphasize the awards on the actions that the specific companies have been taking. And it's these actions that actually inspire others for replication and to really scaling some of this up. So really, really delighted to celebrate with you and award the actions that you have been taking. The WEPs journey has been a long journey, and not only the past 4 or 5 years here in the region, Asia, the Pacific, but more than 10 years at global scale. But I think it's very important to also emphasize that the work with the women's empowerment principles is not only the work one-to-one with the companies, with you together, but very often also including the public sector policymakers to really help us on this journey to build this momentum, to drive much more system change, to really change the world of business, to make it work for everyone, for women particularly. So really, I think a very impressive journey where you have been part of this different type of programs. And in the future, we are very thrilled that that journey is just going to grow and become deeper. And with this, I would like to emphasize and share a little bit more about a new platform that Sally has already mentioned, the new Gender Action Lab, which we have started and launched this year in July. And some of you might have been at the launch, but together with the Australian government, we particularly established this platform to really drive much deeper action of the private sector, to not only get commitments to the women's empowerment principles, for example, but also really drive the implementation of the women's empowerment principles as you are all doing, the ones that are awarded here today. And this platform is so innovative because it does not only work on the implementation of the women's empowerment principles, but it really uses also the innovation power that a lot of the private sector companies that we have been working with bringing to the table. Innovation power to advance gender equality, but wider sustainability as well. So really stay tuned for this new program. Unfortunately, or fortunately, let's see, we're going to be starting with 4 countries of implementation, which are Malaysia, Cambodia, the Philippines, and Indonesia. But I know, and we've seen in the beginning, that there are many different stakeholders here, other UN agencies, other governments. I saw some other donors and partners of ours already. Our aspiration is to make this an Asia-Pacific-wide platform where we can deeply work together on implementation of actions to advance gender equality. And how does this work? Just to give you a bit of a practical example, and to be very honest, the WEPs Award has been an inspiration for us actually to design that platform. So we really we were inspired by all the actions that the companies have taken over years. And we've said, how can we work deeper with the companies together, bring change makers, a group of 5 to 10 companies together on a very specific issue or area that needs innovation thinking. So we're really going to be bringing cohorts of change makers, companies, and innovators together to really advance implementation. And just to see a couple of examples, we will be discussing, for example, topics. I want to start and highlight the one on particular particularly disabilities is one of the key first corporate action labs that we're going to be working on. But we have heard from Christine, the care economy, really addressing the care responsibilities that are unequally shared in our society. How can we work together on that, for example? So we're really going to be continuing that work that you have started, but in a deeper way with other companies as well. So we are really hoping in the 4 countries where we started, you will be joining us, but we're really going to be also looking into advancing and scaling this into other regions as well, as I said. And last but not least, I'm also very much excited that we have this year the awards, but I'm equally excited that next year we will be having our reoccurring WEPs Forum, which we had last year for the first time, and some of you joined us in the Philippines. So we really will use the opportunity to stay in dialogue with you, to work with you, to meet and to see you and learn from all of your experience, 1 year through the WEPs Forum and the other year through really awarding the good practices that companies have been doing. We are almost there. We are almost getting to the ceremony, and I'm sure you are all excited, but I can't stop without saying how amazed, not I have been, but I think the whole team, on the success and the applications that we have been receiving this year. 600 applications. Virtual applause for everyone. I think this was really incredible. And also interesting for you to know that more than 60% come from really the WEPs community, but amazingly, almost 40% also from new companies joining us in the WEPs community. So it is really a mean to trigger other action of others. So congratulations to everyone who joined us. And last but not least, also really emphasizing and highlighting that we have been diversifying. It's not only the big companies that we have been starting with in the first year, I remember, but 40% of the applications came from the SME sector. So please, I would like to thank everyone who took the time to apply and welcome those companies who are new to the Women's Empowerment Principles, because it's your actions that inspire others and that really help to bring this ball into motion to really create a movement for gender equality in the world of work here in Asia Pacific. So thank you everyone for that. And a very particular thank you, and without whom this would not have been possible, is our amazing judges. And many of them have been with us over the past 4 years or 4 iterations of the WEPs Awards, and really have seen also the evolution on the quality of the applications that we have received. So with that, I really would like to extend a warm welcome to our judges and would love to introduce them to all of you. So, our judges, so thank you again for your commitment, your dedication, the endless hours you have read the applications. Please, a big applause for Ehsan Malik, who's the CEO and Director of the Pakistan Business Council. A huge applause, Amanda Hang from the Asian Development Director for Gender Equality there. A huge thank you also to Maya Kubita, who has been with us for a long time, who's the head of workplace gender equality at Investing in Women, and Julia Abad, the executive director for BPCVE in the Philippines. A huge thank you to you. So that's our first 4 judges. A big round of applause. Let me move on. We need more judges because you have so many applications. The second range of judges, Harpreet Kaur, who is joining us from UNDP and is a business and human rights specialist. Luis Marquez, who is the director of advisory services at Value for Women, and Farid Tatros, who's the senior operations officer at Women Entrepreneurs Finance Initiative VFI, and Nea Das, a long-standing partner of ours, and who's the head of Asia and Oceania for the United Nations Global Compact. A warm applause for you and huge thank you. And then we have, last but definitely not least, we have Vida Crisanti, who is joining us from IBCB. Thank you so much. She's the executive director there. We have Sarah Twick from IFC, who's the regional lead for gender and economic inclusion at IFC in the region here. And we have Dr. Seema Bhatia Bantakli, who's the director for gender equality platform at AVPN. And last but absolutely not least, we have Siripon Vati, who is a Gender and Inclusive Development Advisor with USAID in the Regional Development Mission for Asia. A huge round of applause to everyone and a huge thank you again.
Thank you so much to you, Katya. And once again, a round of applause for our judges. Heartfelt thanks extended to all of you for your solid support there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come, the announcement of the awardees. We start first with the category Leadership Commitment. And to present this award, we're thrilled to have a member of our regional judging panel, Ms. Samantha Hung, the Director of Gender Equality Division at the Asian Development Bank, where she provides leadership for advancing gender equality across all aspects of ADB operations. So let's welcome Samantha.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can see and hear me. I'm really honored to be invited to be part of the judging panel again this year. It's actually my 4th year running, and I'm equally as thrilled to be announcing the awardee for the Leadership Commitment category, which is WEP Principle 1, and comes as the first announcement for a really good reason. And that is because a dedicated leader who prioritizes decisive action for gender equality is really a cornerstone for driving meaningful organizational change. When leaders establish clear expectations and enforce accountability for gender inclusive practices, progress really accelerates and impacts the entire value chain. And by embodying a company's principles, their efforts in shaping internal goals, advocating externally, being the face, and fostering partnerships play a crucial role in promoting women's empowerment across the workplace, marketplace, and community. So with that, it's time to announce the awardees whose efforts exemplify such actions. First of all, the second runner-up is Shaista Ayesha, CEO of Seed Ventures, awarded for a significant effort to advance the gender-inclusive workplace culture, implementing policies like flexible hours, childcare support, and menstrual leave, which boosted female retention from 60% to 90% and inspired similar practices across Pakistan. And the first runner-up is Irene Katane, country president of Schneider Electric Philippines. And as the first female and local country president, Irene is awarded for her long-standing advocacy and targeted strategies to foster gender diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace, tackling complex issues like the gender pay gap, lack of women's representation in leadership, and inequitable policies. And the winner, big drum roll, of the 2024 WEP Awards category for leadership commitment is Mr. Khurram Ashfaq, CEO of Telenor Pakistan. Congratulations, and please welcome Mr. Ashfaq to deliver his speech.
Hi, hello. Thank you, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly. Thanks, Samantha, and thanks for the WEP team. We are all here. I have a whole bunch of people here in the room. We are all proud of this achievement, and we thank the UN Women WEP for the recognition. The process itself was impressive. The kind of details that we had to go through and submit was really shows that this was a very thorough and professional process. So all the more, it gives us more honor that we went through such a process. Telenor Pakistan, we've been committed to the diversity agenda for a long time. The society out there has large gaps in this area, so the commitment was there and the opportunity was there. What we saw was missing was action plans which could actually create results, and that's what I believe the team and together with the leadership here has been able to try to put into place. There's still a lot to be done, but again, thanks for the recognition. It gives us good encouragement and reinforces our direction. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ashfaq, for your leadership, and also congratulations again. We also have a surprise announcement at the moment, and that is a recognition that leadership comes in all different forms and with different ages. So this year, the WEP Awards did not have a youth leadership category per se, as we did in previous years, but we were very impressed with one particular application, and we wanted to recognize a bold initiative of two young leaders from New Zealand as special youth leadership winners for 2024. So please welcome Nat Young and Amber Jones, co-founders of Peers New Zealand, to share more about their innovative healthcare platform that connects the LGBTQ plus community with safe, accessible, and empathetic healthcare practitioners. Over to you, Nat and Amber.
Kia ora tātou, and thanks so much to the UN Women's team. We have certainly come such a long way in such a short time, and these awards mean so much to us, especially considering our small yet diverse team. Our commitment to gender equity is intrinsic to our company and goals, and we use databasing to provide safe and accessible healthcare to the LGBTQIA communities. And we never thought that we could do so much in so little time. We saw a need, and we have been striving to fill that need ever since, raising the quality of healthcare in our LGBTQIA communities everywhere. And I'll now hand off to my awesome co-founder, Nat Young.
So even though we're quite a small business still, we have a lot of people to thank. We'd like to thank our board members for supporting and guiding us on this journey to inclusion and empowerment for our community, to our friends and families for supporting us even when this was just a pipe dream. Thank you so much, because without your support, we really wouldn't be where we are today. To the UN Springboard program, thank you for seeing potential in us and helping us cultivate it, and for encouraging us to apply for this award. We'd like to give a large thank you to our community and to other LGBTQIA support groups and charities within New Zealand that we work with. We would not be where we are without your support and acceptance, and we cannot wait to continue to help in every way that we can. And finally, to my co-founder Amber, who was speaking before, thank you for joining me on this journey. I can't wait to see where we go next, and I'm sure she feels the same way.
Thank you so much to the lovely Samantha, and congratulations to the awardees once again. We're now going to move on and begin the announcement of the awardees for the Gender Inclusive Workplace category. To present this award, we're thrilled to have a longtime friend and legacy judge of the WEPs Awards, Ms. Maya Juwita, who is head of Workplace Gender Equality for Investing in Women, a multi-country Australian government initiative in Southeast Asia that seeks to accelerate women's economic empowerment through increased and equitable opportunities in the private sector. Let's welcome Maya.
Thank you, Pachari. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you again for the 4th years as the regional judge, and to be announcing the awardees for the category that I breathe day in and day out in my own work. It's gender inclusive workplace. Promoting workplace gender equality is something that I have been dedicated to for the past 8 years. It's the pillar of the WEPs where we see companies making significant progress, especially over the past 10 years, but there is still much work to be done. Creating a truly diverse and inclusive workplace that offers equitable opportunities for women and other diverse groups to reach their full potential and thrive requires targeted strategies, holistic approaches, and consistent engagement across the employee life cycle. This category recognizes a broad range of actions to foster such inclusive workplaces, and I'm delighted to be recognizing the best of this effort today. Now, to the exciting part, let's announce the awardees. But before we get to our runners-up, we are excited to announce a special mention for displaying bold leadership in advancing gender equality in a challenging context. This recognition goes to NMB Bank Limited for its exceptional commitment to gender equality through initiatives like its all-woman-led branches. She leads Tomorrow Scholarship and family-friendly policies that promote financial inclusion and empower women employees, future leaders, and entrepreneurs across Nepal. Now, the second runner-up is PT Pertamina Persero, Indonesia state-owned oil and gas company, recognized for its commitment to gender equality through initiatives like Pertiwi, Woman Leap, and Shy Care, setting new benchmark in inclusivity and aiming for 25% female leadership by 2030. As you know, state-owned oil and gas, it's still male-dominated industry. The first runner-up is PwC in Malaysia, honored for their inclusion-first approach, which integrates diversity into leadership KPIs and systems, grows strong pipeline of female leaders with 43% female partners in 2024, and supports employees with disabilities. And the winner for the 2024 WEPs Award category for gender inclusive workplace is Hansol Textile Limited. We also want to celebrate the fact that it's the first ever WEPs Award from the Republic of Korea. Congratulations, and representing Hansol Textile Limited for their acceptance from President and CEO Scott Lee. Welcome.
Hansol Textile is an apparel company with a global operation where 70% of our workforce are women. Naturally, supporting gender equality and women's empowerment became a part of our business strategy. This award reflects our dedication to initiatives like our WISE program, which is fundamental to our DE&I roadmap. WISE program focuses on key areas such as women's health, financial security, capacity building, and addressing gender-based violence. To further our impact, we have set a target to reach 50% female worker participation in this program by 2025, ensuring that our initiative impacts as many female workers in both their personal and professional lives. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our workers at our overseas factories who bring our vision to life every day. Thank you for recognizing our efforts. This award motivates us to keep driving meaningful change. We are excited for our journey, which is only at its beginning.
Thank you, Maya, for announcing the winners, and congratulations to the awardees once more. Let's now begin the announcement of the awardees for the Gender Responsive Marketplace category. And to present this award, we're thrilled to have a first-time member of our regional judging panel, Dr. Seema Pantaki, Director of the Gender Equality Platform at the Asia Venture Philanthropy Network, who defines its strategic direction and the delivery of its gender programming portfolio. So, let's welcome Seema.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so delighted to have been included in this judging panel, and I'm so happy to be joining you today. It was such a fabulous experience to join the judging panel and learn more about the diverse ways the private sector is advancing women's economic empowerment throughout the region. So just a little bit about the gender responsive marketplace category. This is aligned to WEP 5. It is a category that can encompass a broad range of actions to promote gender equality. While promoting women in leadership and gender-inclusive workplaces is critical to our mission, we will not achieve gender equality at scale and reach women at the base of the pyramid unless gender-responsive policies and practices are extended into business strategy in the wider market. So actions in this category can include increasing procurement and sourcing from women-owned and or gender-responsive enterprises, designing products and services with a gender and an intersectional lens, supporting women entrepreneurs to access capital and markets, as well as tackling gender stereotypes and discrimination through progressive marketing and advertising. With that, I'm proud to announce the awardees for the Gender Responsive Marketplace category. And the second runner-up is Wipro Limited for its Wisdom program. The program is recognized for its leadership on supplier diversity, achieving a 105% increase in spending with women business enterprises, and its WEW initiative that proactively supports women entrepreneurs. So congratulations, Wipro. The first runner-up in this category of gender responsive marketplace is Syntax Health Project. With their FemPure initiative recognized for addressing period poverty in Pakistan by providing affordable biodegradable menstrual products, educating 2,000 individuals, and advocating for policy change. Congratulations, Syntax Health, for the work that you do on such an important issue. And finally, the winner of the 2024 WEPs Award category for Gender Responsive Marketplace is L'Oreal Thailand Limited. Congratulations to L'Oreal Thailand and to all other winners. And now let's hear remarks from Onanong Pratak Priya, Corporate Affairs and Engagement Director of L'Oreal. Please, over to you, Onanong.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, UN Women, for this incredible honor. At L'Oreal, for us, we have one purpose: to create the beauty that moves the world. And we believe in true beauty is inclusive and empowering. Our commitment is demonstrated in our inclusive sourcing program, which empowers marginalized groups, including the older people, people with disability, and small women-owned businesses by creating income opportunities. By championing inclusivity throughout our value chain for over 10 years, we have seen firsthand the positive impact of financial independence on individuals, families, and communities. This award isn't just recognition, it is motivation for our team to continue these efforts in Thailand. And thank you so much to Women team for this recognition. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you so much to Seema, and also a big round of applause once again to the awardees. And let's forge right ahead. We're going to announce the awardees for the Community Engagement and Partnerships category now. And to present this award, I'm pleased that we have another first-time member of the regional judging panel, Siriporn Rathi, Gender and Inclusive Development Advisor at USAID Regional Development Mission for Asia, where she provides expert guidance on the integration of gender and inclusive development across all phases of the program cycle. And unfortunately, Siriporn could not join us today in person. However, she is honored by the opportunity to present the announcement through a pre-recorded video. So let's go hear from Siriporn.
It's been quite exciting to be part of a regional judging panel and get a behind the scenes look at just how much is being done to advance gender inclusive business practices across different sectors and country contexts. Our region is truly diverse, and a variety of ways the private sector is advancing gender equality builds a rich picture of collective Asian leadership to build a more equal future. This category recognizes corporations that seek to leverage their position in the wider business ecosystem by investing time and resources to promote women's empowerment and gender equality in their communities they operate in, and impact as well as engaging and forming partnerships with public and private stakeholders alike to catalyze efforts and spur deeper impacts for communities and within wider industries. Let's now discover the champions bringing these actions to life. The second runner-up is Manila Water Company, who is awarded for their efforts through Manila Water Foundation to develop an integrated initiative that engages local women, governments, and other partners in underserved communities to enhance water systems and sanitation across the Philippines, thereby contributing to better health, productivity, and benefits for families and communities. The first runner-up is PT Schneider Indonesia, awarded for its Women Electrician Bootcamp initiative, which empowers Indonesian women to enter the traditionally male-dominated electrical industry by providing essential skills, mentorship, and real-world experience in a supportive, inclusive environment. And the winner of the 2024 WEPs Awards category for community engagement and partnerships is Zomato Limited. Congratulations, and let's hear remarks from Anjali Ravi Kumar, Chief Sustainability Officer.
I think the time is now in terms of integrating more and more women into logistics. And that's exactly what our project does. We have initiated a project to onboard more women as delivery partners into a very fast food delivery and quick commerce segment. And we've been really impressed with how women have taken up this opportunity with zeal and enthusiasm. And we now have over 1,500 to 2,000 women who are active partners with us. And this journey has also opened our eyes to what women really want. We went in with a lot of assumptions around what they prefer in terms of not working at night or not working long distances. And we've learned over time that what women truly value is options and flexibility to choose what they want, to choose the kind of work they want, when they want, where they want. And I'm sure with the cooperation of all our partners, we will be able to attain our goal of having at least 10,000 women in our systems, earning a livelihood from the fast-growing quick commerce and food delivery sectors.
Congratulations to Zomato and announce the awardees for the next category, which is for transparency and reporting. To present this award, we're thrilled to have another legacy judge of our regional judging panel, Luis Marquez, Director of Advisory Services at Value for Women Limited, where he leads projects that provide impact investors, banks, and governments with gender lens advisory support. So, Luis, over to you.
Hi. I'm honored to be joining you as a member of the regional judging panel for the fourth time. And as part of my day-to-day job, I oversee a team of 35 amazing women and some men that help investors, banks, governments, and companies to serve more women and serve women better across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. And one thing we've learned is that working with thousands of companies is that data, particularly gender and sex segregated data, and reporting is a key starting point to identify gender gaps and to define your North Star. So while it might not seem like the most exciting category, I'm thrilled to be announcing the awardees for transparency and reporting, which recognizes corporations that measure, track, and report on indicators related to gender equality and women's economic empowerment. Now, you've heard the saying before, what gets measured gets managed. And gender data is absolutely fundamental to fostering accountability, driving organizational change, and creating benchmarks to track how you're doing compared to your peers. In this way, the award category and Women's Empowerment Principle 7 is more than the last principle, but really the foundation underpinning the advancement of all the other WEPs. This year, we saw some truly exemplary actions being taken by many companies. So I am very proud to announce the awardees. The second runner-up is Sino-Land Company, awarded for their outstanding commitment to transparency and accountability and sustainability and gender data reporting, demonstrated through their 2023 sustainability report, which aligns with leading local and global standards, and their gender goals mapped to the SDGs. The first runner-up is Shui on Land, awarded for its commitment to transparent reporting, exemplified by its care pillar and its 5C sustainability strategy, including gender pay equity targets for 2030, a focus on governance, and women's promotions and board diversity. And finally, the winner of the 2024 WEP Awards category for transparency and reporting is CP Extra. Congratulations, and please welcome Ms. Seluk Titipant, Group Chief and Wholesales Business Officer, to deliver her speech.
Thank you very much for the prestigious award to recognize our efforts of CP Extra. In CP Extra today, we have approximately 90,000 employees, which compose of about 51% women employees and 59% men employees. We use data to track and publicly disclose the gender equality related data, starting from recruitment, employee retention, performance evaluation, promotion, career path, training, and development to ensure every business operates without gender bias or discrimination. With the right database and tracking system, we can create a better action and environment for women empowerment and gender inclusive execution to our corporate strategies. On behalf of CP Extra, I am so deeply grateful for this incredible honor. Thank you again for recognizing us, our efforts, and presenting with this prestigious award to CP Extra. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to the awardees. We're now going to turn to one of the special awards for SME champions. And to present this award, we're thrilled to have Wita Krisanti, Executive Director, Indonesia Business Coalition for Women Empowerment, which is an international development professional with more than 20 years of experience working with public and private sectors in managing and implementing programs for development and private businesses. So a warm welcome to Wita.
Thank you, Pachari, and good afternoon, everyone. IBCW has been a long-standing partner of UN Women in Indonesia, and today I have the pleasure to be part of the WEPs Awards judging panel this year. So, as you may already know, MSMEs account for more than 96% of all businesses in Asia, and they drive much of our economic growth through innovation, agility, and often through dedication to building businesses with impact. They are vital engines for resilient growth in our region and deserve due recognition for their ability to create impact for women across value chains and act as gender inclusive role models for other smaller enterprises. Now, let's reveal the awardees. The second runner-up is Kim Ban, awarded in the Leadership Commitment category for her transformative work in gender and disability inclusion, empowering over 800 women-led businesses and 370 women, men, and youth with disabilities through training programs on financial literacy, cyberbullying, and social health protection, driving systematic change across Cambodia. The first runner-up is Pink Color Employment Agency. Pink Color Employment Agency is a women-led recruitment agency in Malaysia, awarded in the Gender Responsive Marketplace category for their innovative and ethical recruitment model, which has positively impacted over 500 women migrant domestic workers by ensuring fair treatment, zero debt bondage, and transforming the industry through comprehensive support and partnership. And now, The winner of 2024 WEPs Awards category for SME Championship is Tiri Ong. Tiri Ong is CEO of Women Transforming Myanmar, who wins for Leadership Commitment category. Congratulations, and please welcome Tiri Ong to deliver her speech.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you so much. I couldn't express how much I'm honored and excited to accept the UN Women 2024 Asia Pacific WEPs Award. As you might know that Myanmar is going through a very difficult time since COVID-19 pandemic hit hard and followed by the military took over the country. The country has been facing a civil war and ongoing conflicts which affect 1/3 of Myanmar. Before all of this, gender equality was already a challenge and it was worsened with the current crisis. Many people are leaving the country and families are struggling. So despite all of this, SMEs, especially women-led businesses, continue to show incredible strength. Why? Because we are the ones who remain to support our families. So WTM, in partnership with the UN Women and UNDP, and we are supporting women entrepreneurs through transformative feminist leadership training and gender responsive women entrepreneurship training. We have trained thousands of women and we continue this important work today. So this WEPs award means a lot to me. I want to thank UN Women, our WTM team, our partners, and most importantly, women entrepreneurs who inspire us every day. Thank you so much.
We're now going to move on to our final award, and that is the 2024 highlighted category Innovative Financing, which is inspired by the 2024 International Women's Day theme, Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. And to present this award, we're thrilled to welcome Oliver Roundtree, the Associate Operations Officer of Gender and Economic Inclusion at the International Finance Corporation, where he spearheads collaborative projects with private sector partners with a specific emphasis on enhancing women's employment and corporate leadership opportunities. I now pass the floor over to you, Oliver.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to join this awards ceremony today, where I'm presenting on behalf of Sarah Twigg, IFC's gender lead for East Asia and the Pacific, who was honored to be invited as a member of the regional judging panel, but unfortunately was unable to join today's ceremony. Part and parcel of our work at IFC is developing and exploring innovative methods and partnerships for finance that foster private sector solutions to address gender disparities. So I'm especially delighted to be announcing the awardees for this category, which recognizes organizations driving gender equality through a range of innovative financing initiatives, such as gender lens investing strategies, development of gender bonds, and creating blended finance tools to provide more capital to women entrepreneurs. I'll keep it short, since I know everyone is eager to hear the awardees, and also because this year we received such exemplary applications that we have 3 awardees and 1 special mention. I would first like to announce the Special Mention Award, which goes to Merry Year Social Company from the Republic of Korea. MISC has driven social innovation and gender lens investing in South Korea since 2011. By 2024, they have become Asia's largest early-stage investment accelerator, with their women-led investment 4D mechanism advancing gender equality and supporting women-led companies across Asia. The second runner-up is LOLC Microfinance Company Limited, awarded for its gender-responsive financial services, including tailored loan products and capacity-building programs, which have supported over 200,000 borrowers, 86% of whom are women, advancing financial inclusion and bridging the gender gap in access to credit, especially in rural areas. The first runner-up is Bank for Investment and Development of Vietnam, awarded for the innovative SMEasy digital platform, which offers over 140,000 users, including women-owned SMEs, access to comprehensive financial and non-financial resources for business growth, with standout features like the SME Diagnosis Toolkit that enhances corporate culture, communication, and leadership. And the winner of the 2024 WEPs Awards category for innovative financing is Kinara Capital, India. Congratulations, and let's hear from founder and CEO Hardika Shah.
Kinara Capital. Today, I am deeply honored to receive the UN Women Asia Pacific WEPs Award in the Innovative Financing category. Kinara was built on the belief that access to financing is a powerful equalizer, and advancing gender equality is fundamental to delivering this. This award recognizes our Her Vikas program, which was born from the imperative to level the playing field for women entrepreneurs. To date, we have disbursed over $100 million in Her Vikas loans, empowering thousands of women entrepreneurs. I'm grateful and humbled that Kinara, helming this mission to break barriers, redefine possibilities, and create a world where every woman has the opportunity to thrive, has received this amazing recognition. For that, I want to thank UN Women for this incredible platform and for shining a spotlight on initiatives like ours. My heartfelt gratitude also goes to the phenomenal team at Kinara Capital, whose passion and dedication have made this possible. And to our Her Vikas champions, you inspire us with your incredible ability to chase your dreams, to uplift your families and communities, and create opportunities for other women every day. Thank you very much.
Now, if you haven't been calculating, the caliber of applications was so good that for the first time ever, we have a record-breaking 24 awardees. Congratulations once again to all of the amazing awardees, and of course, thank you to our judges and presenters here today as well. And before we move into the next segment of the program, we want to take a special group photo of all of the awardees and everyone joining us online, please. So if you could kindly just switch on your cameras, please, requesting for everybody present with us now to switch on your cameras and keep them switched on. And if you can continue to look straight into the lens of your devices. Once again, requesting for everybody to please switch on your cameras and give us a big smile there and just stay put. Keep on looking straight into the lens of your devices. Once again, we do want a group photo. So please, everyone, if you could switch on your cameras and smile straight into the lens of your devices, please. And we'll give you a couple of seconds to do that, and the team here will capture the photo. All right, so we'll just stay put for a while longer here. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Once again, requesting for everybody to please turn on those cameras. Wonderful. I think we do have those photos. Thank you so much. And now I know you're all eager to learn more about the actions of our 24 awardees, and we're going to offer you the opportunity to do just that in our breakout rooms. You'll see here on the screen that we have altogether 7 rooms aligned to the 6 categories, and of course the SME champions as well. Many of you chose already which room you'd like to attend when you registered. We'll try our best to put everyone in their first or their second choice, but if you're in the wrong room, we will have tech support available to help you out. All you have to do is to message them and they'll help you switch into the correct room. Now, we do ask that once you are in a breakout room, please stay put there for the whole duration of the discussions. The breakout discussions will last approximately 30 minutes and provide the opportunity for you to hear more from the runners-up and also engage in deep with all of the category awardees. So there you go. It's up on your screen now. Which room, which category, decide, and we'll take you there. And should you not be automatically shifted to your chosen room, please send us in the chat which is your preferred room. All right, and then we'll have our technical team take you there, pull you in to the room that you want to head to. All right, once again, a warm welcome back to everyone. I'm sure you all had rich and fruitful discussions. So welcome back, and we'll just allow a couple more seconds for everybody just sort of to be pulled back to our main room here. And I hope you all enjoyed those discussions, whatever category, whichever breakout room you went to, and had fun sort of interacting with the awardees for the various categories. Now we're going to move right along. While we don't have time to hear from everyone, I do want to ask you to share your key takeaways. We've got 2 Mentimeter questions coming up. We'll start with the first one. So if you could just kindly take out your phones and scan this QR code, or you can also go to menti.com and enter those numbers. We've got those numbers up there. That's the code. So do that for us. The first question should appear on your screens, asking you to feed in your response. What are the key takeaways from today? So share your responses by either scanning the QR code or just go to menti.com and key in the code there. So let's just take a bit of time here and wait for your responses. So one key takeaway from today's event. So real progress requires bold actions. Definitely agree with you there. And accountability, that's also very crucial at all levels. We've got another response coming up here, balancing the scale. So please keep them coming. That QR code is still there on the screen. All you have to do is to scan that, and you should be able to access this first question. Send in your responses, or you can also go to menti.com and key in the code 3222755, and that's just on top of your screen right there. Plenty of responses coming in, outcomes, and not just the process, ensuring that it's part of your vision. Accountability, that word is coming up once again. And set targets based on your goals. Practical experiences should be emphasized. Also ideas from New Zealand company, yes. Collaboration, partnerships, that's crucial to success. Okay, so there you go. Those are your responses to that first Menti question that we have for you. So let's move on now to the second one. What is the one action for gender equality you're inspired to take after participating in today's event? So once again, we'll have a QR code for you to scan. And then you can also alternatively go to menti.com, and the code is there at the top of your screen. Once again, if you have not scanned that QR code is, or it should be on your screen right now. So we need you to believe in women, yes, and expand on women initiatives, involve more women, training sessions, workshops, skills development, upskilling, reskilling, funding, investment. That's also very important. And we'll also get feedback regarding establishing clear targets, setting ambitious, practical goals. Community building with more companies, stakeholders, SMEs, also involve them more. All right.
Recording in progress.
It's great to see all these responses coming in. Thank you so much for your input. We'll continue to keep that QR code up there for a couple more seconds. Please keep on sending in your responses. We truly appreciate it. All right. So let's continue then. Thank you once again. It was great to see your responses come in. We look forward to engaging with you further at the 2025 WEPs Forum and through the Gender Action Lab. Now, we're nearly at the end of our program today, but to celebrate the actions of our 24 dedicated businesses once more, it's time to reveal our 2024 Wall of Awardees. So let's bring that up. Once again, the 2024 Wall of Awardees. A big round of applause to all the awardees. Congratulations. There you have it. And before we close, there's one last thing we would like to ask of all of you. If you could spare us 5 minutes, please take our brief post-event survey and share your feedback with us. It would be greatly appreciated. There's another QR code. You can scan that, or you can go click on the link in the chat. We have the link for you as well. You can click on that, and that will take you to our feedback form. Once again, we thank you. Keeping that QR code up on the screen for a couple more seconds longer. But if you miss the QR code, just letting you know that you can go click on the link that's going to appear in the chat box. Thank you. Your participation is highly appreciated. Now, congratulations, big, sincere congratulations once again. I would also like to extend a massive thank you to the UN Women colleagues across the region and the whole technical team that has been working tirelessly behind the scenes to make today happen. And with that, the UN Women 2024 Asia Pacific WEPs Awards regional ceremony comes to a close. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we wish you all a very happy, healthy, and safe end of the year. Bye from us for now.